I have 4 hours of sleep while making this video, so don't roast me. Hey guys, hope you guys are having a great day or good night or good evening. Today, let's talk about hypocrisy. So, as you guys know, hypocrisy is something that it's looked down upon. I mean, let's be real, it's better to be known as a sinner than a hypocrite, am I right? That quote couldn't be more relevant right now because one of the YouTube's most respected commentators that I know, which I respect and watch for years on end, and it is Some Ordinary Gamers. Yes, I'm not ashamed to say that because I actually am one of his subscribers and I have been watching his videos for a long time. Anyway, he's facing some serious heat after he bought the latest Nintendo Switch 2.
Why, I'm not buying that Switch 2 right now, said the Indian guy. The Switch 2's sitting on his desk. Now let me explain, okay? Let me explain myself real quick. I actually had no intentions of picking this device up, but surprisingly, Nintendo has done a pretty good job.
Now, I'm gonna go ahead and stop right there because this is why he's getting a lot of hate for. This backlash got so intense that Mutahar actually got to make an apology video, and you got creators like Moist Critical that jumped in to comment the whole situation. And you might just be wondering, like, why did one console purchase from this YouTuber ignite this level of drama? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and break that down for you. Now, before we get into controversy, let's talk about who Mutahar is briefly, and for anyone who doesn't know. Some Ordinary Gamers is a long-running channel with over 3.8 million subscribers known for their deep web content, tech analysis, and brutally honest commentary. Mutahar always been that guy who calls out BS when he sees it, especially from big companies. And you might be wondering, what company is he been talking about lately? Well, it is Nintendo, which is not surprising, and many people are just disgusted that he bought Nintendo products. That's what made this whole situation hit harder for his fans. They saw him as a guy who stood firm against bad business practices, not someone who turned around and support the very company he's criticized. Let's go ahead and talk about Mutahar's opinions on Nintendo before the Switch 2. Now, it's been on record many times he slammed Nintendo for things like their aggressive copyright strikes, killing fan projects, overpriced games, and underwhelming hardware. So you're seeing like a trend of him just basically making Nintendo criticisms where he titles his YouTube videos, "Nintendo can break your consoles now," "Nintendo Switch is disappointing," "Why I'm not buying the Nintendo Switch 2 right now," "The Steam Deck destroys Nintendo Switch." List goes on. It just makes him feel like he's just a fake person or he's hiding something.
Now let me explain, okay? Let me explain myself real quick. I actually had no intentions of picking this device up, but surprisingly, Nintendo has done a pretty good job. Was that a voice crack? God damn, am I slipping through Jesus.
Like, saying that you don't have no intention of buying the Nintendo Switch when you bought the Nintendo Switch just makes you just look worse as a person. Like, it's like saying I will not order a pizza, but then I'll order the pizza regardless of it. Like, what is that? How does that make sense?
And we were like, you know what? It's 10 o'clock. Why don't we try the entire Switch? So I go to the store and the lineup is long, okay? But it gets even longer, by the way. Anyways, the Switch 2. So how is it, ladies and gentlemen? It's better than the Switch 1.
Now, he doesn't explain or excuse himself of why he bought the Switch 2. But clearly in this video, he bought it because he just wants to see what's it's like. One person says, "Vote with your wallet," proceeds to vote yes. Bro told us not to buy it, so he had a better chance at getting one early. Skull emoji. Bro did not wait for a second. Bro stood on nothing. "I'm not gonna buy the Switch 2. Folds like the origami and buys the Switch 2 on launch day. Bro put his foot down so hard on the Switch, it bounced up from the force and landed right into his hands." But yeah, as you guys can see, many people are just hating on him, like clowning on him, just basically just saying, "Hey bro, why did you buy the Switch? Like, the Switch is obviously something that you criticized against buying from." Like, I'm glad that his fans are just saying like, "Hey bro, you just can't get away from this. Like, dude, you literally bought the Nintendo Switch at that price." It's like, you're the one who's the hypocrite. Like, you're the one who made this argument like Nintendo has been ripping us off. Nintendo's not doing good as a company. They've been making expensive games. They can break your hardware. For example, they can kill switch it and other bad things that Nintendo has done as an anti-consumer company.
The Switch 2 is finally here. Time to pre-order one. $450? Fair enough, it is way better than the Switch. And let's also buy the new Mario Kart. Mario Kart World. $80? Is this some limited edition special version? Whatever, I'll buy it. And I might as well get a Pro controller too. Oh, of course it's $80. And let me guess, the carrying case is $60? So you're telling me a Switch 2 game, a Pro controller, and a carrying case are all the same price? Okay, Nintendo.
And if you try to jailbreak or do something illegal with your console, they can kill switch it, as well as they can remove your games even though you own a license of it. And a license means that you don't own the game, but you own the game temporarily, if that makes sense.
You don't own your Switch 2. You own the right to use it when Nintendo lets you. So of course it's been leaked that Nintendo might be adding tech to remotely kill your Switch 2 if you try to mod it, jailbreak it, or even repair it yourself. Not ban you, not void your warranty, brick it, as in you just paid full price for this thing that is now a paperweight. According to this leaked info, Nintendo's trying to crack down on modders hard. If you jailbreak your Switch 2, modify the OS, or even replace a part, you might trigger a security lock that turns the console into a paperweight. And it looks like the tech can remotely shut it down permanently. Now they've already done stuff like this in the past. Nintendo's notorious for this, but this feels like it's next level. This could actually block legit users from fixing, customizing, or even preserving their consoles.
Alright, I may have gone off topic for this reason, but hey, it's kind of relevant if you think about it, because Nintendo is getting really greedy and their corporation is getting very competitive. So they want people or small game developers to stay in their lane. But yeah, let's get into Mutahar's apology video, which I find kind of fake or not really genuine.
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar, and let's just talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. I made a mistake. I ended up buying that Nintendo Switch 2, even though I said that I was going to hold off. I wasn't just going to go buy it outright. And there I was, going on a midnight release, and I ended up picking it, just on a walk-in. Now, of course, ladies and gentlemen, there's no way to sugarcoat or cut around this. I did, in fact, commit a hypocrisy. I made a mistake. I should have not bought this product.
Well, despite even though you made 5 videos about it that you're not going to buy the Switch, you made even detailed videos that you won't buy it because of this performance, its TOS, how it's going to be bricked, and it's going to have a kill switch, that you don't own the license of the game. Yeah, I think you lost a lot of credibility as a viewer and an audience that really cares about you.
I could be apologizing for, as a YouTuber, there's apology videos that I've watched through my career where people have done really terrible things. And ultimately, this might be one of the worst things that I've done.
Now, I'll agree with him that this was one of the most bad things he has done in his career, but there is also worse things that YouTubers have done, like scamming, other sorts of criminal activity that no YouTuber should do.
Our word is really all we have. That's really what it comes down to. Apologize for the Switch 2 stuff. Didn't practice what I preached there. And all I can say is I'm sorry, and I'll do better. Simple as that.
Well, you guys heard it right there. He's gonna do better. Well, hope so. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video to this entire way. Hope you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys won't, become a hypocrite when you guys grow up, because honestly, becoming a hypocrite is something that I don't like doing it in general, because I lose credibility from doing that, and also I don't show my authenticity. I like to be authentic as possible and show my true self instead of just being fake. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for the support lately on my recent channel. We have grown a lot. I've grown a lot, and I'm trying to do better as a YouTuber. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have any criticisms, leave it down in the comments. But yeah, leave a like if you like this video. Leave a dislike. I don't really care. And as always, I'll see you guys later. Peace. Hey, you still here? Just subscribe, man. Please, please. I just need it. I just need to subscribe.